This
This is my favorite son.
is my favorite dad. Hey there, guys. Welcome to All Swartz Adventure. My name is Nate, and this is Matt Swartz, my father, actually.
Faja.
So I'll give him. He'll introduce himself here in a little bit. If you're new to the channel here, Sarah and I are adventurers with the budget, and what that means is we want to adventure now while being financially mindful of the future, and our passion is to share that with people so other people can experience the same freedom. So currently we live in Europe, and we don't live in one specific country because we're long distance right now. Sarah's in Spain, so she's making videos and doing things there, and I'm in Liverpool because I couldn't get my visa. There's more information on that in other videos. But right now we're here in Liverpool, which is where I'm currently living, and my dad was able to come by and say hi for like 18 hours before he leaves.
That's right.
But while he's here, he's a incredibly avid traveler, and so really quickly, so who are you? And I guess like, what do you do?
Yeah, so ultimately, I've got two parts of my life. One part is I travel around the world training leaders globally and how to abolish discipleship poverty in their communities. So that's something I'm deeply passionate about, but I'm also passionate about travel. And so I have my own travel blog called All Sorts of Travel.
Guess where he got the name from?
Don't. That's
Drama.
a little sore subject there, but allsortsoftravel.com. And because for me, I want to help other people realize you don't have to actually spend a lot of money to travel.
Right. So as you can see, travel and adventure is kind of in the genes. We're gonna talk about as a family and some of the when we like something to be financially mindful of the future that you don't have control over. As a family, I mean, my grandparents, their parents, when they died, and the freedom that they had that allowed us when we were younger to be able to experience life with them in the midst of tragedy. Like we got to really enjoy time with them. So, but quickly, miles or how much did you travel this year?
So this year, this has been a crazy year. So currently 128,653 miles, which actually in travel world, like serious travelers, I'm still a lightweight.
I mean, if you're a lightweight, then I'm a
ultra lightweight.
I'm not even allowed in the pub yet.
Okay, that's fair.
Jeez. So,
but 172 days traveling.
Okay.
I've been to 18 countries so far this year and 72 cities. That was actually the thing that surprised me when I was looking over my analytics. 72 cities, and I use a app called TripIt. And that has been huge just for helping me organize all my travel, keep track of flights. But I didn't realize until this year it keeps tabs of all my mileage and stuff. So that was pretty cool.
If you guys like tips like that while we're on that, I guess both of us actually, and Sarah as well, we all have a passion for adventure, traveling within a budget, and really, I guess just optimizing and maximizing the adventure that you can have. And if that's anything that you can relate to, if you enjoy that, then go ahead and hit the subscribe button because there's lots of that here. If you like comical couple relief, I married a pretty goofy, awesome woman, and she's way more charismatic than I am. When you like the video, more people are able to find this video, and we want to help more people adventure and travel within a budget and maximize and optimize their experience. That was a mouthful. Recently, so to get into your travel this year, you had unforeseen circumstances come up that, especially like as it pertains to finances, like, I mean, you guys have gotten much better with finances.
Yeah. Well, we did everything that you're learning from these guys, how to not get into debt. They learned because we were very honest about the fact that we got into debt. And we didn't hide that from our kids. And I look at what you and Sarah are doing, and it's amazing because the principles work. We just had to learn it while clearing out $80,000-$90,000 of consumer debt. Wow. I mean, we're almost done. But like, to me, I'd much rather be where you guys are at.
Man, I don't know if I've ever heard that number.
It's a real number.
And you guys are almost done. Mm-hmm. Jeez. Super proud of you.
I'm thrilled.
That's awesome. So as life's becoming more free, your finances are there, and you're finding that sweet spot between, like, I mean, maximizing miles and the budget and finances. So this year, part of your 128,000 miles and the 172 days where you were away from home, correct? That's what that number is. Was unforeseen circumstances that had you not had the finances and the budget and in place, then you wouldn't have been able to do that. So what what was the circumstances that you weren't prepared, that you needed to be prepared
Yeah,
for?
so Nate's last grandparent, my mom, my wife and I's last parent, ended up passing away this year. But when I was in Peru, I got word that my mom had a massive heart attack, and I was already on my way home. But the ability to understand not just travel, right? Because that's part of it.
Part of it.
But also having the freedom to just say, I can get from Peru to Chicago and not feel powerless to be able to get from Peru to Chicago and be there to spend time with her, which ended up being the last couple weeks of her life. And so for me, I think part of understanding is you travel is something that we can learn about. Like it's not as mysterious as we think, and knowing how to talk with airlines to help them help you accomplish what you need to accomplish in an emergency, they actually do want to be helpful.
Yeah.
But the second part of that for me was knowing that I had the freedom and flexibility in life to go and to take that time. So it ended up with everything with her in the hospital, ended up with the funerals, that it was a month. So of that 172 days, over 30 days were that.
Wow.
Yeah, but two things though. Like I think there's two big takeaways you can walk away from this video.
Yeah.
One is don't sit there and miss out on the opportunities to see the world. Like there's amazing stuff out there, and it's more affordable than you think. And these guys are proving it. But the second thing is you may not have the option but to trade time for money and work, and that's okay. Like I honor that. That was my dad. That was my mom. That was their entire life. But at least be aware that there's other ways to earn income that don't require you to trade time for money. And I think for me, that then moves beyond just travel to then freedom of lifestyle to do what you're passionate about and adding real value into the lives of people on your schedule. And to me, that's kind of the two sides of my life right now. And I think what you're experiencing is freedom to travel, which everybody can at least take that away from this video.
Yeah, freedom of travel.
But then there's the other side, which is if you want something more than just trading time for money, start learning and growing about what are other ways to earn income so that you can have greater freedom to be able to take a month in a moment of crisis, but yet I have no regret that I got to be there at the end of my mom's life. Like I have no regret for that.
Right. So in some of that, right, you agree that's clarity and kind of realizing what you want out of life and then structuring your life to get there?
Absolutely.
And so...
which means you may have to grow in your own thinking to give yourself permission to get there.
Man. Well, thanks for doing this with me.
Yeah. Love you, man.
Love you too. This
is my favorite son.
This is my favorite dad. That's it. He's on his plane back to Spain and eventually the United States. I'm back here, still in Liverpool at my house now. Happy Thanksgiving. There's so much we're grateful for this time of year, and there's so much we're grateful for every day, but we take this time of year to specifically think about the things that we're grateful for. And so, man, I'm really grateful for family that's willing to come visit me around the world. Thankful for my wife. Thankful for a budget that supports our goals, aspirations, and dreams. And I am, again, thankful for my wife. I wish she was here with me right now, but we're going to make the best of it. So hope you're making the best of it wherever you're at. Keep adventuring within the budget. Thank you for staying to the end of this. And we'll see you guys in the next adventure. See you guys.